So for something like this, for me, it's more just about seeing the process and less of the destination. And so what I really enjoyed is that, everyone brings their own sort of personal lens with them into the classroom, and this really allows them to share their prior knowledge. And and I'm a tough love guy, so like I don't help them. After 5 minutes, we briefly checked in to see what other people were doing with all the sort of the group leaders in the hallway. So other people would know what other people are doing. So we didn't have, 7 presentations with the exact same thing. And interestingly, everyone started out as like a very surface answer, like what is the internet? A collection of computers. And then like we ended up with a whole bunch of different things, like it's a vessel to hurt people through cyberbullying. We had the gaming aspect. People talked about how it's a resource for people in recovery or going through a disease or trying to network. So, I think something like this really allowed them to bring, stuff that's in their lives and then have that conflict with the people they're in a group with to really work out how they're going to attack the problem. I give them a 1.5-minute presentation. It's a 40-minute class. So it's fairly structured as far as time to roll, time to prepare. They did like hashtag bumper stickers, which was sort of the final project. So for me, it was great. Some of my kids, their executive function's not the greatest. So it's interesting to see how different classes, some of them delve deeper. Some of them, the focus is more on just working with others. And, that's something that we talk about in class a lot is that, at the end of the day, they can Google my whole curriculum and they'd probably be just as good as far as science goes. But what we're trying to learn is how to think and how to prepare them for jobs that don't exist yet. And so I think for a SOLE like this, it's not content dependent. It really helps them develop those skills because they know at the end of the day, their boss is not going to tell them how to get that job done. They're just going to say, get the job done. And so for me, I like these kinds of SOLEs almost better than the content related ones. I really enjoy seeing them struggle with themselves and with others, but they always come out at the end of that 40 minutes on top with some new tools in our toolbox. I guess what surprised me most was the persistence and grit that they showed. I think because of the internet, often there's a lack of persistence and grit in kids I've seen over the past years where they're just used to being able to get information from their fingertips, and they can't do that with this. And, they're forced to really put one in front of the other and trudge away and sort of grind at it. And so it always surprises me that there's some days where I think they actually don't have any of that. And it surprises me where they always come through and show that, when push comes to shove, they put their head down and they push forward and they come up with stuff. So it's the idea of grit that they can demonstrate. So I think we're going to do what is the internet not? So, the problem is the kids thought the internet is this all-encompassing thing. And I'd like them to, I think, attack it from the other direction of what isn't the internet. Like what is the internet not is really going to throw them a curveball and trying to figure out, because me growing up, like the internet was some ASCII-based sort of thing, nothing like it is now. And for them, it's been around since they were born. So I would like to have them focus on what the internet is not.